Hey there, Morbid Maniacs! It's time for another spooky video. And for tonight's spooky video, I'm going to be carrying on my little urban legend series, and I figured since I already filmed a video on the Clown Motel that I would carry on the theme of creepy clowns and tell you guys the urban legend of the creepy clown statue. So this starts out with a wealthy couple who had two children, a boy and a girl, and they lived in a very large fancy house out in California. After taking care of their kids all week long, the parents decided that they needed a break, and so they booked a reservation at a fancy hotel. That evening they called the teenage girl, which usually babysat for them, and asked her if she could come over for the night. When she arrived, they told her to fix supper for their kids and then send them off to bed. They then told her that she could watch TV and then help herself to anything in the fridge that she wanted. The parents then notified her to watch TV in their bedroom because their children had been having nightmares. They notified the girl that if the children woke up crying to just go in there and calm them down. The babysitter happily agreed, and the parents went off for their date. The girl gave the children milk and cookies and then sent them off to bed. And I know milk and cookies is not exactly supper, but I guess it works. She read them a bedtime story, and before she knew it, the little boy and girl were sound asleep. After tucking them in, she switched the lights off and then went to go watch TV. When the babysitter walked into the parents' bedroom, she noticed a creepy-looking clown statue standing in the corner of the room. She tried to ignore it, but it just looked so eerie and disturbing. It sent chills down her spine. She felt as though its eyes were staring at her the whole time she was watching TV. As time passed, this babysitter started to feel more and more uneasy. When she glanced at it, she got the unsettling feeling that it had moved ever so slightly. Finally, the clown statue had freaked her out so bad that she could not handle it anymore, and so she went downstairs to call the parents. When she called, the mother had answered the phone. "Hi, it's me," she said. "Everything's fine. The kids are fast asleep in bed, but I was just wondering, would it be okay if I watch TV downstairs?" "Of course, but why?" "I know it sounds silly, but the clown statue is really creeping me out." "The clown statue?" "Yeah, the clown statue in your bedroom." The phone went silent for a moment. "Listen to me very carefully. Take the children and get out of the house. We will call the police. Go now." "What's wrong?" The father gulped and replied, "We don't have a clown statue." For a second, the babysitter just stood there, stunned at what she had just heard. But then she dropped the phone, ran upstairs, grabbed the children, and then darted outside onto the street. Huddled outside on the sidewalk and comforting the two children, the babysitter looked up at the bedroom window and seen something which made her scream in horror. Peeking through a gap in the curtains was a white painted face of a clown. It stared at her for a moment, but then it went back into the darkness. Within minutes, the police arrived at the home and cautiously went inside. When they went upstairs, they found a man wearing a clown suit. When they arrested him, they found a knife concealed within his costume. The clown turned out to be a mentally disturbed midget who had been a convicted murderer and a cold-blooded killer. He had been stalking this family for months, and he would hide out in the attic in the daytime and come out to sneak around during the night. For weeks, the children had been complaining about a clown statue which would stand in their room and watch them sleep. But the parents just shrug it off and thought it was only their nightmares. So there was the legend of the clown statue. What do you guys think of this creepy urban legend? What would you do if you were this babysitter? I would be traumatized after that. There was this movie that was called, I think it was Amusement, and it was a really good, gory, scary movie, and I really liked it. And I believe at like the beginning of the movie, it kind of like shows parts to this legend, and it was supposed to be like similar to that. But it was a really good movie. You should definitely check it out if you haven't, if you're into that type of stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become a morbid maniac. And if you were not aware already, I do have an OnlyFans account now where I will be posting all of my sexier content. So if you are interested in that, the link to it is always in the description box below, so you can go check that out. And feel free to leave me any suggestions of urban legends that you would like for me to make a video on in the future, or just any video content ideas. I'm always down for requests. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.